Metagaming is shifting the rules of the game and unfairly, in some eyes, playing it to a standard that does not allow for full immersion of the game. Now, what does this mean for you, and what does this mean in relation to you being able to manipulate the results, manipulate yourself, manipulate life, manipulate the universe to be able to shift it to get to whatever goal that you want to get to? Some people may have already guessed it, but we'll save that to the end of the video. If you know, you know. And so metagaming is frowned upon, especially by those who feel like they run the game, or they've created the game, or they have the things and the tools necessary to see continuous success in the game. The game is not meant for you to win. The game is meant for you to stay immersed and stay focused on the rules that another party has laid out for you. This can be seen in countless examples. Let's take GTA, for example. Let's take the primary source of, or at least in my case, the primary definition of metagaming and how I learned about this tactic in the first place. GTA RP. If you guys are familiar or unfamiliar, GTA RP is an extension or an addition that creators, and I don't know what you would call these people, that have been able to take the framework that GTA resides on and make it customizable to their liking, to their style, to the clothes that they wear, the cars that they drive, the way that they speak. And developers, GTA developers, that's the word. So these people have taken the framework that the GTA Rockstar Games created, and they've been able to put whatever they want on top of it and make it customizable to their liking. And so because GTA has, I don't know if they permitted it, I'm pretty sure you just have to buy GTA to be able to do this. Now it's given the developers a sense of superiority or a sense of control over the rules of this new created game, right? In reality, GTA is just running the whole show, because not only are you continuously marketing their game and are you continuously marketing their upcoming drops and their upcoming games, but also you have to be able to pay them for the rights to the game to be able to customize it for yourself. So now developers feel in control, and they want the people playing this new customizable version of GTA to abide by their rules, abide by their standards, abide by what they say the game should be played by. This can be applied to anything. This can be applied to any structure of power, any work system, any business, any management. I forget the exact name of this, but I want to say it's something like structure, company structure, employee structure, something to that effect. And you can see where I'm going to this. You can see where I'm going with this if you are on that level of understanding. If you're not, walk with me. And so now you have this customizable version. You have the developers who are now in charge of the rules, the regulations, they're in charge of what goes, what doesn't goes, what you can say, what you can't say, what is, acceptable, what is not. And they pick the consequences when you go against the rules that they've set. So let's go over here to rules. Let's say you break the rules, you get banned from the server, right? You may get a suspension from the server. You may get suspended. You may get kicked, right? You may get a warning, right? And these are all consequences of breaking the rules based on what they've set. And so metagaming is one of the rules within this GTA RP setting that is not allowed when used to unimmerse yourself from the game. Because obviously, you're not really that character, my nigga. You're not a 6'5", light-skinned nigga with dreads and tattoos and a Mary jeans and a puffer coat with unreleased fake Jordans on. Nigga, you're not that. I don't even know what you look like, but you're not the 2K nigga, right? Obviously. And so metagaming unimmerses you from that experience, and a lot of this happens through an external website, if you're familiar with Twitch. Because on Twitch, people can see their quote-unquote opponents or quote-unquote other characters' screens, and they see what they're doing. They're using an external method to gain insight, to gain understanding into this person's mindset, their character's mindset, their character's actions, their character's lifestyles, their character's location, their character's whatever, right? And so metagaming is against the rules. If you allow someone else, the developer, to say that that is the rule, that you can't, that's wrong, right? That you shouldn't do, right? That is not beneficial to the ultimate game and the game that they're playing. Which should be more like mind-opening, but it's really not. It's fairly simple. They don't want you to do it because it stops immersion. The reason why they don't want you to do it, and the reason why immersion and disimmersion, I don't know if the opposite is bad, is because it stops you from focusing on getting your goal met easier. They don't want you to get your goal met easier. That's not the point of the game. If the point of the game was to go look at someone else's screen and get the answers and have it make more sense, there would be no storylines in GTA RP. There would be no, finding your other person's character, gang member, and running down on them and shooting and et cetera, right, in GTA. So it's there for a reason, but what if we can use this concept for ourselves and for our lives, right? What if we can metagame in real life and be able to use it to get whatever we wanted? What if we could metagame in real life? And this is not some top secret FBI, how to infiltrate the enemy and put cameras and secret voice boxes and shit around. No, we're going to change the game that we play, but we're not going to do it externally. We're going to do it from within. Right? We're going to change the game that we play from within. Now we have so much more power, so much more control, and we take out the developer. Now that the developer is taken out, all this other shit does not even matter. You know why? Because not only are you the developer, but you're connected directly to the game. You're connected directly to GTA, and you're creating a customizable server for yourself based off of what you want in your life, not what someone else wants for you. Right? So you have to do this from within. Because externally, there's always going to be something else that has more control, or that has more understanding, or that has more than what you have right now, because that is just the fact of life. Right? If you're doing it, and it's something attached outside of you, it comes with rules and regulations. Let's just think of one example. Let's try to debunk this, right? Let's go against our points and let's see if we can find ways around it to prove that ourselves and prove to ourselves and prove to the community that if you seek something externally, you'll never be able to truly play the game for yourself. So let's take GTA out of the example. Let's take a goal that we all want, money. In the pursuit of it. Money comes, and the pursuit of it externally, with so many rules of its own. It comes with so many rules. It comes with so many regulations. Obviously, we know we can't just go out and rob people for money. We have to do it within the rules of society. So now we go back down here and we look at the rules of money. We know that you have to, get profit. You have to profit. You have to sell something low and buy it high, or however you say that shit, right? You have to buy it low and sell it high, right? And there's rules, right? Not only does money itself have rules as far as how much you can put out and how much you can, loan and lend out, right? GTA. But also, now we have these individual things. And so by us seeking money externally and putting money as the goal and looking past who is in charge of the money, the government, the Federal Reserve, and this, that, and the third, we chase something that is evading us. We chase something that we have no control over the rules and how we get it. Instead, if we go within and we learn how to attract it, and we learn how to metagame and look at the rules that they have set out and find ways within ourselves to bend them to our liking, we'll never truly get it. But here's a solution. Here's how to actually metagame. We must first not only go within, but we have to learn about who we are. And we have to learn about the things that are currently stopping us and that we are doing that's stopping ourselves from attracting money. Whether that be poor spending habits, whether that be, poor money management, spending too much money on food, spending too much money on, spending too much money on clothes, too much. And we must learn the individual reasons why we do each one of these things. Let's say hypothetically you spend too much money on food because when you were younger, you didn't have enough money for food, and now you feel like, I got it, I'm going to spend it on it. I never had food when I was younger, fuck it, let's do it. And that's stopping you from attracting more money, because the more money that you have, the more money that you attract. That's just a universal law, right? Universal law. And so we work on these things, but it all starts with understanding who you are. Once you understand who you are, drop it down in the comments. Drop down the positives and the negatives that are holding you back, or you believe are holding you back from being able to use metagaming in your favor and attract what you want out of life. But it's your boy, Coach Mew. I'm official like a referee with a whistle. I'm coaching you on the rules of your game, and I'm showing you how to win it. Make sure you subscribe.